Hello everyone, my name is Hina Kocher from MBA Semester 2, and today for the subject Management of Technology, Innovation and Change, I have taken the topic Technology Transfer. Firstly, it is important to understand what is technology transfer. Technology transfer is the movement or flow of technical knowledge, data, designs, prototypes, material, inventions, or softwares from one organization to another or from one country to another. Basically, in two ways, technology can be acquired. Either you can develop it or you can purchase it. Simply saying, the second way of acquiring new technology is commonly called as technology transfer. Here you can see a definition by Jane and Trandis. Now we'll see the different categories of technology transfer. The first one is horizontal technology transfer. The best example is licensing. Here, the description is given. Near maturity technology may shift between the two countries. Then we have vertical technology transfer, which is from R&D organization to a firm. That is where the research is done. From that to another organization, the technology can be transferred. The example you can take is nanotechnology. The next is international technology transfer, where the transfer is across the national boundaries from industrialized country to developing countries. Next we have is regional technology transfer from one to another region of the country, like you can say from Andhra Pradesh to Punjab. Next we have is cross industry technology from one industrial sector to another. The example you can take is space program to commercial application. Then we have is interfirm technology transfer, which is from one firm to another. Like if one firm is having any technology, then it can transfer that technology to another firm which is in need. The example you can take is the machine tool manufacturing firm to a producing furniture firm. Obviously, machine is required to manufacture the furniture. Next, we have is intra-firm technology transfer, which is within a firm from one location to another, like from Mumbai factory to a factory in China. Like if a technology is vacant at one place, it can be transferred to another place. The first mode is the passive mode, whereby the user gets the technical information from the technology base about the technology through personal contacts or through publications. Here it is the first mode of transfer of technology. Next we have is the semi-active mode, where the user, who is the primary innovator for application technology, gets the information about the technology from a transfer agent, who is the secondary innovator for application technology, or through the technical information from the technical base, that is through the publications or personal contacts. Next we have is the active mode, whereby the user, who is the secondary innovator for application technology, gets the information or the technology from the champion and his team, who are the primary innovator for application technology, or who can gather the information from technology base through personal contacts or publications. Now you can see on your slides the different routes of technology transfers, which are like suppliers of material and parts, equipment supplier, licensing, franchise, joint venture, foreign direct investments, etc. Now we'll be discussing a case study of Volkswagen. We all know Volkswagen, which is a Japanese company. They adopt advanced technologies and equipment to manufacture some of the world's most famous brands. As we all know, they are the most famous brand in this world in the field of making cars. In 1991, they realized that Chinese automotive industry can be better developed through technology transfer. As in China, there is less cost of production, so they realized that technology transfer in China would help them in manufacturing and saving their costs. It was a big challenge for China to produce their own cars by 1980s because they had very limited capability and high cost. Then government policy tried to change it, where there was a contract between the Volkswagen and the Chinese, whereby They thought of transferring the technology from Germany to China for manufacturing car. At the end, I would like to conclude that when it comes to technology transfer difficulties, the experience and expertise of Western industry was not so compatible, as we saw the example of Chinese automotive industry. So, in order to improve that automotive industry, it is important that the developing countries or the country which are developed need to transfer their technology to the underdeveloped countries, not only in the field of hardware technologies but also in the software which can be used to improve the production system as well as the material and manufacturing. Thank you so much.